as with any case, there were strengths and weaknesses with this case. I'm not going to talk about outline specific facts for you or specific concerns that I had, but every case has its weakness. And when you go to trial, the one thing I cannot guarantee the victims of a crime ever is the outcome. I cannot guarantee a guilty verdict. And these women who were courageous enough to stand up and say, this man in a position of authority did these things to us, were my most important concern. You know, I've been in public service a long time. I know that there are going to be people out there that don't agree with it, but I have two obligations. One's to enforce the Constitution, and the other is a moral obligation to try to do what is right. And in working with Dina Decker and Melissa Graham, two women who I personally admire, I believe we've done what's right.
What about no prison time for 2 felony admissions of felonies?
You know, what I think you have to understand is that when you negotiate, when you want to get a plea of guilty, when a person's admission to the charge that's been filed against them is a primary consideration, you have to give up something. And in this situation, we talked about it, Ms. Graham, Ms. Decker and I talked about it. We also took into consideration his age, the fact that he is no longer employed or a part of law enforcement, the fact that despite the very serious and offensive nature of these crimes, he has led an otherwise law-abiding life. All of those things went into our consideration. And when it came down to it, hearing Mike Deatrick admit that he did the things that Melissa Graham and Dina Decker said he did was my most important consideration and their most important consideration. I think the other thing that you have to keep in mind is that a plea agreement results in the defendant's waiver of right to appeal. Okay, so it closes the door on a nasty period for Harrison County, and I'm happy to have that door closed without the possibility of an appeal.
Ms. Jacobs, what do you hope that just the fact that you guys took